Guten Nachmittag, Maple-Klasse. Willkommen, welcome. Heute ist Mittwoch, den 3. Februar 2021. So today, heute, ist it's the 3rd of February 2021. I'm really pleased to be able to do another German lesson for you this afternoon. We're going to be carrying on building upon what we've been doing over the last few weeks, thinking about the picture. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, and then we're going to be going on to start a new unit of learning for the next few weeks or so. So just make sure before we start that you're in a comfortable place, you've got pen and paper to hand. Some of you I know are going to be watching this on Teams, and I know that there are going to be links that you've got to be able to watch the video I'm going to tell you to, and also the resource that Mr. Ventin is uploading as well. If you're watching this just on YouTube, though, you're not going to be able to get that link very easily, or the resources. So please try and get yourself onto Teams and ask Mr. Ventin if you need help, because really it's much easier when everything's on there, because you can click all the resources and you can upload your work straight away at the end as an assignment. So I'm going to start sharing the screen just before we begin. And here is my screen. And yes, so it's Mittwoch, then 3. Februar 2021. Note as well, ordinal number of the third, dritte. Normally it would be drei, meaning 3, but dritte comes from the number drei. So 3. Februar 2021. So 2021. And heute, today, our learning intention is about knowing about the names of rooms in houses and to know names of furniture. So we're thinking about where we live, places we live, and our home environment. Really useful when we're talking about the home, because we can learn about names of rooms, names of pieces of furniture, and then we're also going to be thinking about something called prepositions. And prepositions, which you may know in English, are words that we use to describe the location of something, whether something is next to it, whether something is on it. And obviously in your homes, we're always talking about, where are my keys? They're on the table. Or where is the magazine? It's under my bed. So we're going to be thinking about prepositions as well over the next few weeks as part of our learning. But just before we begin, let's just recap to just look back for the last time after some of the work that you sent me in for das Bild, the picture, zwei Schweine. So 2 pigs, zwei Schweine. And we spent a long time looking at colours and also in shapes as well. So these should be really familiar to you now that you've got those colours on here. We've got die wichtigsten Farben in Deutschland, which are the most important colours in German. Okay, so wichtig means important, and so wichtigsten, the most important colours in Germany, in Deutschland. So we've got here schwarz, weiß, grün, gelb, blau, rot, orange, rosa, violett, grau, braun und beige. Some extra colours added in there, but most of them pretty basic ones that we should know. And when we were using it to describe zwei Schweine, we had, remember, our different names for the different shapes. So das Oval, die Dreiecke, the Rechtecker, das Quadrat. Remember what they were. You need to pause the video, just have a think. Das Oval, oval. Die Dreiecke, the triangle. Remember, drei meaning 3, Ecke meaning corner. So die Dreiecke, triangles. We had das Quadrat for the square, and the Rechtecker, the Rechteck, meaning for the rectangles. Remember that recht meaning like a rectangle. That's how I remember it there. So, and we've been talking about the different colours. Magst du das Bild? Whether you like the picture or not. And those were some of the sentences I was seeing last week. Ja, ich mag das Bild. I like the picture. Das Bild ist interessant. Das Bild ist bunt. Das Bild ist zu bunt. Oder nein, das Bild ist langweilig. It's boring. I was really interested in that picture. A great artist, and if you can remember the artist's name, Franz Marc, who was a German artist. So A bit of revision there. We're going to keep practicing names of shapes and colours because we use them lots in all of our language. And we're going to start with, in today's lesson, a Felix and Franzi video. And now I can't play the video live to you on the screen. So if you're watching this on Microsoft Teams, this will be one of the resources that we have allocated that you can click the link and it will take you to YouTube so you can watch the video, and you can watch it more than once if you want to. If you are at home, this is where you're going to not be able to necessarily do this unless you've got Microsoft Teams. So if you haven't got Teams, then you might need to just carry on with the video and you don't need to pause it and stop it. But if you have got Teams, stop the video at this point, my video, and then go back and you can watch the video which goes with it. And then we're going to pick it back up from there. So I'm just going to pause for a second. Okay, so hopefully now most of you have been and watched the video, and you will have seen Felix and Franzi as they were trying to put up das Bild, our beautiful picture of Zwei Schweine in their house, and choosing the best place for it and where it was best to go. And there was lots of new language in there, and some of it we're going to start to explore this afternoon. So first of all, if we haven't already understood, we're looking at das Haus, the house. So names of rooms and places in the house, das Haus. Remember as well your capital letter for a noun. Even though it's not a proper noun, it always gets a capital letter in German because it's a noun. The first one, das Wohnzimmer, and that is the living room. Wohn comes from the verb wohnen, meaning to live. So das Wohnzimmer is live and Zimmer is room. Now Zimmer is a really important word to use because you often have it for lots of different things, different types of rooms. And here, das Wohnzimmer is a word that's made up of two bits, Wohn meaning living and Zimmer meaning room. Again, note the capital letter, das Wohnzimmer. Say that for me, das Wohnzimmer. Good. Okay. Die Küche. Okay. We've got the U with the umlauts, giving it that really short sound, die Küche, and that CH meaning the K sound, die Küche. Say that for me, die Küche. Die Küche for the kitchen. Yeah, good. We also have here das Schlafzimmer. Schlaf meaning sleep. Zimmer meaning room, so bedroom, sleep room, that's how it's translated auf Deutsch. Das Schlafzimmer. Good, remember the capital letter. We also have here as well, das Kinderzimmer. So like the child room, Kinder mean kind, das Kind is a child, Kinder like a child's room, Kindzimmer like a playroom, that's probably how we would more commonly use it, like a playroom, but a child room, playroom. Okay, we've also got here as well das Büro. Okay, very short sound for the with the umlauts, das Büro, which is office. Okay, it might sound like the word in English we have for a bureau, which is like an office or a desk as well. Das Büro. Okay, auf Deutsch. We have got der Keller. And what do you think that is? The stairs give you a clue, goes down to like a basement, to a cellar. It's very similar to English, but Keller, der Keller. We have as well das Fenster, and I've put here die Fenster. Now, das Fenster is a window, but what I'm trying to do as well to try and help you is giving you plurals, because often we don't just say one window, we say windows. And if it's more than one, then das changes to die. So it's das, it's a neuter word, das Fenster, but in the plural it changes to die Fenster. Yeah. Then we have die Mobile. Okay, which is, we're talking about furniture, and it was just the same with, I should have said that as well with windows. So die Mobile is the word for furniture. So we're talking now about pieces of furniture in rooms. Think about the O with the umlauts, die Mobile. It's got that sound rather than O, die Möbel. And now we've got die Tür or die Türen. So the door or the doors. Die Tür, die Türen. Try saying that. Okay. And then we have der Tisch or die Tisch. the table or the tables. Der Tisch. You say that? Der Tisch. Good. And then we have der Stuhl or die Stühle. Der Stuhl, die Stühle. Listen how that sounds. Der Stuhl, die Stühle. We've got the U with the umlauts on, which makes it short, Stühle. We've got an E giving it that S sound, where Stuhl on its own doesn't. So like your chair, when we say stuck in your chair, it's der Stuhl. I think of it like a stool. Der Stuhl or die Stühle. Good. And then we also have here der Schrank or die Schränke. That A with the umlauts gives it an E sound. Die Schränke. Der Schrank, die Schränke. Often you find in German that lots of words, when they become a plural, if they've got a vowel in them, they have an umlaut, then it's changed and it changes the sound slightly. So der Schrank becomes die Schränke. And that is for like a cabinet, wardrobe, and like a closet. Okay. We have here as well der Ofen, which is plural for ovens, or is der Ofen for oven. That sounds very like English, der Ofen. It's the off sound, not of, it's often. Der Ofen or die Ofen. That sound shortens the vowel. And we also have as well das Bett or die Betten for the bed. You say that, das Bett or die Betten. And then das Regal, which is a shelf. Das Regal. Notice I don't say notice that I don't say das Regal. I say Regal. It makes it a slightly shorter sound afterwards. Das Regal. So I'm just going to pause this screen, and I'm just going to share with you another screen that I've got as well. And this other screen is the knowledge organizer, which is what you will have available that you will be able to look at during your lesson if you're looking at this on Microsoft Teams as well. So we've been through lots of them, but there's just here for reference, and you can go into this afternoon and you can look at it. So die Küche for the kitchen, das Wohnzimmer for the living room, das Schlafzimmer was the bedroom, das Kinderzimmer, the playroom or child's room, das Büro for the office, der Keller for the cellar, das Fenster or die Fenster for window or windows, die Tür or die Türen for door or doors, der Tisch or die Tische for table or tables, der Stuhl or die Stühle for chair or chairs, der Schrank or die Schränke for a cabinet or wardrobe, der Ofen or die Ofen for ovens, got das Bett or die Betten, das Regal for the shelf. A new one here we didn't talk about before, der Flur is your hallway, der Flur. Das Dach is a roof, das Dach, der Garten, garden, and das Gastzimmer, the guest room, das Gastzimmer. Notice it's not Gastzimmer, it's guest. It's got the A with an umlaut, so it's like an S sound, das Gastzimmer. And we're going to come down to all of these different words down here and talking about prepositions, as I said in our other lessons. But just to say here as well, in Germany, part of the cultural aspect that they have, so something about their lifestyle in Germany, that their houses are very energy efficient, and they often look for different ways to power their houses and heat their homes, and they try to use renewable energy. So energy that once you use it can be then reused and again, and it's not just burned or finished with in one go, so it's more sustainable. So lots of houses have solar panels on. Some of our houses in the UK have solar panels, but not many houses, and many German apartments or houses have cellars and they've got basements which also can be used for storage in other rooms, and there aren't many houses in our country that probably do have basements. Some houses would, depending on when they were built, but most modern houses probably don't have basements for storage or like a cellar as well. So you can go back to this, you've got the resource for that, and you can pause it on the screen if you need to this afternoon. And I'm just going to finish our lesson by going back to our slides that we were using for your task this afternoon, year 5. So you've got a scaffold which is going to be given to you on Teams, and obviously if you don't have that access to Teams, then this is going to be difficult. So please try and get onto Teams. You've got to match the room names to the picture of the rooms. and that will make sense when you see it on the sheet. So you've got to match which room goes with which name, okay, and you can use the knowledge organizer to help you. And then I want you to match the furniture name to the picture of the furniture. So again, it's a matching exercise, the name of the furniture to the picture of the furniture as well. If you haven't got access to this at home, what I would like to be able to see is, could you give me a bit of a drawing of your house that's just got a floor plan, so you could label the rooms for me, and you could use the knowledge organizer to help you to do that. But if you've got access to Teams, then you can use the resource that you've got on there. My challenge X for you this afternoon is, I would really like to be able to see that you're using your capital letter for each of the names for each of the pieces of furniture or for each of the rooms. And my challenge X goes a little bit further as well. I want you to practice for me saying those room names of those furniture objects, particularly where you've got a vowel with an umlaut above it. Like we had das Gästezimmer, okay, where it's not an A, not Gast, it's guest with the A that's shortened down. So practice using those. So tasks are for your assignment. If you've got Teams, match the rooms names to the pictures and match the furniture to the pictures. If you haven't and you're watching this on YouTube, draw for me a layout of your house. You can label the rooms and your furniture using the resources you've got on the knowledge organisers you've seen, and please email in your work for me. Okay, so that is it from me this afternoon, Year 5. Thank you very much for your attention. Please make sure you send in your work. I want to see your words and your descriptions for each of the room, and I will see you for next week. Okay, so tschüss, bye, and auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.